Good afternoon, Tom Ginn, Monday's G-Force. We will be right back. Good afternoon, Tom Ginn, G-Force. It is Monday. I am so grateful for every day, but Mondays is always, I'm grateful because with all the things I do, I look forward to um, getting out there and do what I do, what I love to do. And I love my weekends, but I also love Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well. I'm so grateful. But today, what I want to do is, last week made some announcements. Mondays and Fridays are G-Force. I'm going to have guests on either on Fridays and or Mondays moving forward. But if no guests are coming in, I'm going to be working out of this book by Rex Sykes, Life on Your Own Terms. My life has been influenced by a wide range of people and mentors, books, all those type of things. I'm a certified Bob Proctor consultant, thinking to results, and I interviewed Rex here a while back and got his book and been going through it. And I'm just going to do a book review and just encourage people that part of changing where we're at is self-discipline, study, taking action, application of what you learn. Unfortunately, a lot of people get books and they go on the shelf. They don't get past the first chapter. But I just encourage you to get this book. It is straightforward. I made some comments last week about how he's written this book and what jumps off the pages. He engages. His book is engaging, thought-provoking, action-provoking, the things necessary for change. So today I'm going to dive into some of the key points in chapter 2, the misconception about motivation. Interesting comment, the name of this chapter, the misconception about motivation. And he lays this out, and he just starts out in the first sentence that change is scary. But at the same time, it can be massively fun and exciting and inspiring. And those are pretty inspiring words right from there, instead of going to a place of negativity, doubt, and worry and fear. And he makes some comments in this first, paragraph, second paragraph. We're under the misconceptions, no pain, no gain. Well, if we want to grow and change our circumstances, many times we are reacting to a negative situation. We got to pick ourselves up off the ground. And that's not a very positive way to deal with a situation in life, a crisis, whatever the case may be. That's very painful. What he's talking about, we don't have to wait to make changes until we crash, we burn, we feel the pain. Why not move with a concept about looking at where you want to be in the future? You're not satisfied where you're at. Don't wait until you crash and burn. That's very painful. And then the work from the bottom of the pit is even harder to get out of. Take proactive moves. So that's the first misconception, is that I got to have some pain before I make some change. We don't need the pain to get motivated. So there's many, many things that we can talk about in this. Don't wait until the last minute. People do it financially. I've been a financial coach. People only make changes when the creditor's knocking on the door, or when they've lost their job, they have no emergency funds, no reserves, and then they're digging themselves out. And that is very, very painful, very, very difficult to do. Be motivated to an outcome that you seek before it occurs. It's something different. We know what the pain is. We might be in pain now, and it will continue to get worse. So take proactive. Don't wait until you totally crash and burn. Hit the bottom of the pit. He just pays. There's another way for motivation. True motivation actually comes from doing. And I really want to, make a comment about what happens when we do and take action and we're moving in a direction positively. What is that really doing to us? This is outside his book. I just want to make this is when we take action and we start seeing results, it builds our confidence. It builds our belief systems. It motivates. It's a neurochemistry thing that's going on. So motivation is when we take action and we feel good about the action we're taking. We see in results that we want. And that's a neurochemistry that's going on. And then you'll want to do that behavior over and over again to get that same feeling. So that leads to the next segment in this chapter too. Direct your thoughts and feelings. Something about that. Recognize how we feel and take action. And the action gives us more motivation. That good feeling. I want to get out there and do it tomorrow. I want to change my health. I want to get there and exercise. Yeah, and I'm going to read something here that Muhammad Ali says is that, training and working out is not fun, but it's the results that we want. And feeling good about taking action is the motivator. How does it feel? And when we take action, the motivation builds on itself. The motivation builds on itself. Biggest thing that people get hung up on is they're putting things off, waiting until they feel like it. Waiting until you feel like it may be too late. Do it now. When we look at athletes, no athlete. I'm a former athlete. I played competitive football. I had some big dreams in that area, and I worked out hard. No, I didn't enjoy getting out every morning, run 6 to 8 miles a day, hit the weight room, do all those things, get to the gym, do drills with my other players and coaches. God, I hated it. But I knew the outcome was what I was seeking, to get in shape, to be able to outperform the person I'm lining up across the line. And we do it because we were focusing on the outcome. Yeah, it's painful to make changes. But when we move forward and at the end of a workout, you say, I did it. I did it. And then you're motivated for the next day. So it's no different than what athletes do. If you're looking to get change, you've got to have a feeling of the outcome that you seek. The motivation arrives after you act. The motivation doesn't start before. I think Rex says it better than anybody I've ever heard of saying that is it's the action. And when we understand that there's going to be pain involved, but how do we feel when we honor ourselves and do what we say we're going to do for ourselves? We feel good about it. We'll continue doing those behaviors no matter what the pain is. Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest fighters, greatest athletes probably has ever lived. Great example. He was controversial in his day, but his character and who he was and his demonstration of his walk in life proved him right. And, just my own thought there, my own input. Muhammad Ali, I hated every minute of trading, but he said, I don't quit, suffer now, live the rest of your life as a champion. Pretty powerful words. Live your life as a champion. You're victorious. Success in anything takes work. It takes discipline. There's a price to pay. Do the work. Do the training. And I'm sure there's many days I remember when I was training or things that I'm doing in my business. Some days I don't feel like doing it, but I do it anyway. And then when I'm done with it, I go, wow, I'm motivated to do it tomorrow. I'm motivated to do it in the next hour. And he said this, he had a powerful, big enough reason to do it. And I'll just share with you just an infill here is what that really means. Goals by themselves don't work. Dr. Miles Monroe says your vision, your purpose, your why, the outcome that you're really striving for, it's got to be big. It's got to have an emotional attachment. So you get up every morning and you put your tennis shoes on and hit the road running, whatever that is for you. But when he got done, he always felt grateful that he completed his training. Gratitude does amazing things there. See, for what we're looking is doing the task, whatever it is. Doing the task produces the motivation to keep going. Action produces the feeling, the accomplishment. You feel good when you do the work. Yeah, you might get a little sore from a workout, or yeah, you had to study some stuff to learn something to move forward. But when you get done with it, always go back and see, how did you feel? See, your feelings are a very strong motivator. Just do it. And do it. As Art Williams said, that was his speech. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And it's just when we do it, that is the motivator. And this is where most people get hung up in. Sort of like you've heard that story of putting a frog in some water and turning up the heat. The frog gets boiled over a long period of time. We just don't realize what's happening around us. We let the temperature of the water, temperature of life, and we become accustomed to it until eventually it kills us. Kills our dreams, our aspirations, kills us physically. We put off doing what we know we should do about our health. Eventually, we just let that temperature rise until it kills us, kills our dreams, kills our purpose and our why. Don't let that get in your way. And then Rex moves into take responsibility for changing your life. We can't look at the past. We can't continue looking at all the circumstances and things that have occurred in our life. Yes, we can look back. We can evaluate what we could do differently, but don't carry them forward. We are responsible for the outcomes that we seek. The life that we want on our own terms, it's ours. Tom Ginn makes the decisions for what's going on. I don't blame people. I don't have excuses. I used to. No longer. Most people got a library of self-help books, and they don't get past the first chapter. Question is, why is that? Don't let this be you. Get this book. And the way Rex has written this book is phenomenal because it pulls you in. It brings key points to the forefront, challenges you, makes you think, gives you different perspective. That's what I love about the way he's written this book. See, you can make your dreams come true. But here's the key. It begins with your thoughts that leads to your actions. Your thoughts. And I love what Glenn Morshower talks about your thoughts. What is your first thought when something comes in front of you that's a challenge? Is it positive or negative? Can I or can't I? What are your first thoughts that leads to the action? If you have a negative thought, you don't take the action. That is an action in itself that's going to give a result. And it's the result you don't want. It's a result you're probably living in right now, whether it be physically, financially, whatever the case may be. Take responsibility. Because every moment you take action, it's a brand new you. You've pushed out the negative. You've created a new habit. You created a new discipline. You've overcome some pain. And the outcome is greater than the pain, the feeling. And you're a brand new you. See, a lot of people have false expectation is that it's going to take time for a brand new you. Right now, you can create a brand new you by the moment, by the second. And it even starts with gratitude. You cannot be in a negative place when we're in a state of gratitude. So your actions. What you resist persists. That's pretty powerful in itself. What you resist persists. Do we resist change? Or are we settling? That's resisting. Oh, things are good. That's resisting. That's resisting. Practice. Practice. Make a commitment, he says here. And there's another thing here is doing it a right way. Train your brain to keep your word. That's a pretty powerful statement. Just that alone. Train your brain to keep your word. See, when we honor our word and train ourselves to live in integrity with ourselves, we have a good feeling about ourselves. If we say we're going to do something and we do it, how do you feel? When you don't do what you say you're going to do for yourself or somebody else, how do you feel? Do it now. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. Make new supportive habits. And when we have change, we start having fun. It's not drudgery. It brings joy, excitement. Can't take things too seriously, he says. Stay open and be delighted. Live, love, laugh, and learn. And he put in exclamations today, now, this moment. If you're listening to this, share it out. Share this out. So we're in Rex's book, Live life on your own terms. We're talking about chapter 2. Just turn on your notifications. Share this stuff out with your family and friends, cohorts. And when we do this, we start eliminating unwanted habits. We're able to solve problems when we're in a positive state. When we're in a fearful, negative, disillusioned state, we lose our ability to be creative. As he says here, make the future yours. Decide now, this is right for you. Don't listen to other people. Don't let other people dictate the outcomes, the life you want to live on your own terms. Who are you giving your power up to? Don't wait, he says, and engage. And he closes out this chapter, and I believe this is so important. The question is more important than the answer. Put all four wheels on the ground and begin moving. Yes, today can be the first day of the rest of your new, exciting, adventurous, happy, and prosperous life. Make it so. Stay open and delighted. Be joyful. Be happy. Be grateful, delighted. And I'll just read a couple quotes he put in the book here for some here. We are so accustomed to the comforts of I cannot, I do not want to, and it is too difficult that we forget to realize when we stop doing things for ourselves and expect others to dance around us, we are not achieving greatness. We have made ourselves weak. Can't. I don't want to. And it's too difficult. Are those your words? The prison of the past is one you must escape in order to pivot. Our job now is to find out where your attachments to the past lie. What are you attached to in the past? Good question. The moment you change your perceptions is the moment you rewrite your body chemistry. Bruce Lipton, if you haven't read his book, is how we think changes our neurochemistry. We have negative thoughts in neurochemistry. We feel down. But when we have a positive thought, the neurochemistry changes. And that positivity, that good feeling, that endorphin rush, and those things that neurochemistry causes us to want to do it again and again. I encourage you to read his book. A lot of science about how we feel and what it's doing in the results we're getting in life. I am happy, and I think being happy really keeps me looking young. Olivia Newton-John. There's something to be said with that. Myself, being in my wife and I in the wellness industry, have a wellness center. And if we think old, we act old. We become old. If we think sick, we become sick. So there's a lot to know about how we think determines the outcome we have. So that's chapter 2. I've marked this book up as I go through it, reinforcing what I've been taught, how I've been applying some of these principles and getting even more clarity on that. Thanks, Rex, for writing this book. I encourage everybody out there to get it. study it, apply it, act now, take action. That's the motivation. Don't wait until you hit bottom. Don't wait for any more pain. You can change the pain at this moment by taking action. That will continue motivating you to get up tomorrow, take action again. So with that all said, everybody have a grateful day. Tonight, Mark Gassert and I will be doing Elevate Your Profits. Mark is hosting it on through his Facebook. So turn on your notifications. That's Elevate Your Profit at 6 p.m. tonight. On Wednesday, Own Your Own Health. Denise Ropp is coming in. She's going to be talking about owning your own health. What do you need to do? What are the 5 steps that's necessary to reclaim and own your health moving forward? Sort of like what Rex is talking about here. And I just want to put this up. My wife is did the final details on launching her book. It's going to be official in another 2 weeks, and we'll keep you abreast. This is her book. If you don't mind me sharing this with you, see if I got her picture of her book here. There it is. The Soul of Ethical Dimensions. I'm excited for her. She'll be coming on G4. She's going to be a co-host moving forward. As she gets some of her speaking engagements and some of her book launches out of the way, we'll be diving into this book as well. It's a great, great book on who do we show up in relationships, professionally and personally. Can't wait to have her share that with everybody. And next Friday, I'll be back into this book again, lesson 3. Turn on your notifications. Share this out. And I just want to bring gratitude to this, powered by ASEA. Another one of the things I do in my life that gives me passion and purpose is helping people in the area of health. Those that may not know what ASEA is and what redox signaling molecules are, you're going to know about it in a very significant short period of time. It's one of the greatest science and medical and science breakthroughs of the 21st century, akin to discovery of DNA. It's that significant. So I always say, ask that question, as Rex says, the power of a question. What's in the blue bottle? And we just encourage you to learn more about what redox signaling are. If you want to learn more about that, you can go to this link right here, that Linktree/4Rivers. That will give you some overview of what this technology is doing for health in a very significant way. And if you really want to learn about this, we have a webinar, Discover ASEA, bit.ly link by Alan Noble. About 30 to 40 minutes, covers what the breakdown of what this is, give you some insight. If this intrigues you and you want to learn more, be free to reach out to me on this as well. I just want to make this out because we are in a regulated industry. Anything that we share with you in the area of redox signaling and ASEA, we're not making any medical claims. We're not diagnosing or offering cures, but it's important to understand the science of what ASEA redox signaling is. So with that, I just want to close out. Gratitude powers your potential. Take action. Be motivated. See how you feel. Don't wait until you hit rock bottom. Do it whether you feel like it or not, and just watch what happens. Rex, thanks a lot. God bless everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Own your own health.